Welcome to our episode. Today we're going to talk about what happens behind the scenes. Behind the scenes of the day in the life of a realtor, particularly us. So other than helping buyers, answering sellers' questions, writing up contracts, doing open houses, posting on social media, what is it that really goes on a day-to-day basis in your real estate life?
A lot of learning, honestly. It's a lot of learning the contracts, a lot of scripts that we learn.
We do scripts, right?
We do
Practice
a lot of role
scripts.
play
Do role playing, yeah. When do we do those?
every Monday.
Every Monday we meet up, right? We meet up and talk about scripts, right? We talk about buyers, how to help a buyer, when they walk into an open house.
Yeah. And it's not that we're lying at today. We just want to make sure we're saying the right things.
Practice that makes good practice, right?
Exactly.
Practice makes perfect presentation. So you gotta practice all the time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and it's just sharpening our skills. If we have a question that, something maybe happened over the weekend
Yeah.
that we need help on, or, a seller had a question or buyer had a question that we didn't have the answer to, we'll meet up with each other and we'll share that question to see if we can get the best answer, how to answer our clients in different scenarios, and how to, go about the proper way of doing things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to me, there's like 1,000 things that happens on a daily rate, on a weekly basis in our lives, right? I could just, there's a handful of items. Right? It can go from, we write up contracts, right? We set up open houses, we go to closings, we go to inspections, we go to appraisals, we prepare for appraisals, answering all these messages on our phone, emails, texts. What are some of the top items you handled in the last week? What comes to your head?
First thing that comes to my mind is, say, when we work with the buyer, they ask us a question, we're like the source of everybody.
Yeah.
So we're communicating with the other agent, we're communicating with the title officer, we're communicating with an inspector, we're communicating with the title company. We're the source of everybody.
We have to know a little bit of everything.
Exactly. So that answer is going to take some time, but we are communicating with everybody to make sure we are all on the same page.
So that's a day in the life of a realtor, right? That's we're on everybody else's schedule,
Yeah, you're
right? And we have to manage that. It's like spinning all these plates. I know some of the questions that came out last week was, I know you had a question about, you were selling a manufactured home.
Correct.
And it was not under her name, it was under the brothers' names.
Right.
So now we have to fix that title.
Yeah.
So what goes into fixing that? So now we, like you said, we have to be the source of the source. So it's just not about putting a house on the market. It's about checking all the boxes.
Exactly.
So we talk, maybe 2-3 times a day?
Yeah.
Amongst each other? And I'm sure you guys talk amongst each other without me being there, because you guys are have 3 years of experience already, so you guys talk amongst each other. What are some of the other problems that you guys have come about?
Last week, we had a buyer that needs to close on a home. He's VA. Needs to close on a certain date, and that's the vendor said we couldn't get to that certain date. It was going to be extended. So I had to make calls. I had to make some phone calls to people's bosses to make sure that everything was going to be in line in order for us to close on time. If not, the buyer was going to be able to buy that home. And the buyer would be out, earnest money, he's going to be out, his inspection money, his appraisal money. So we can't let that happen. We're the professionals. We got to make sure everything's on schedule.
Yeah.
So, we have to make the hard calls, the difficult calls.
Yeah.
Sometimes, whether it's to the title company to see what's going on, if everything's there, anything that they need from us, from the buyer, we have to call the loan officer and see what's going on, with the loan and with the appraisal. We have to. We're the source of everything. We're the glue to our clients.
Yeah.
So that was maybe a little problem that we had, but it got fixed.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
So what is your awesome morning look like? What are the first things that you do work-wise and maybe health-wise, take care of yourself, make sure you have the right mindset. What goes on in the morning, and then in the afternoons, and then in the evenings? Can you kind of explain day to day?
Wake up at 3.
My morning starts extremely early. I wake up at 5 in the morning every morning. I go for my daily run, and I love to run, and it's hard. I like to do something hard because I know I can tackle the rest of the day and it won't be as hard because I'll be able to do something hard.
Yeah.
And it's good for not just my physical health, but it's good for my mental health. Just kind of clear it out.
Good.
Get the kiddos ready for school. Go on with my day, and then right for dinner and right before bedtime, we get to play. We get to read to them. My kiddos are small. They're 2 years old, 5 years old, so they're in that they still love me area. So we get to play in their room and just kind of enjoy it before we go to bed.
So you're a runner. You like to wake up at 5?
I like to wake up at 5. So by 9 p.m., I am running out of gas.
I know the feeling. So do you already you already did your run, you got the kids ready for school, you drop them off at school, and now you just wait for calls for buyers and sellers, or are you creating stuff? Or do you have a system in place to where you already got buyers and sellers coming to you that you're set?
Yeah. No, so I do wake up at 5 and I knock out the run first, because sometimes I'll open up my laptop, but once that laptop opens, I'm done. So what I try to do, and it doesn't happen all the time, is I go for the run, I come back, and I do all my, I make sure all my systems are in place. So I'll send my emails out. I'll do a lot of our social media stuff that we do. I do a lot of editing and stuff in the morning.
Okay, so is that your lead generator?
That's my lead generator.
Is that how you get your leads?
Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot of social media. I do a lot of open houses. A lot of, what is it called? Follow-ups.
Follow-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of follow-up.
So you're a realtor and a content creator? And a
I'm a-
runner?
Yeah. Yeah. Content creator. It takes a long
family
time.
man.
And family man. Yeah.
All in one day.
Yeah, love it, right?
But it's yeah.
It's crazy, right? There's no day that's the same as the other, right? It's a different day.
Yeah.
Different day, different office, different faces, phone calls. It's
Different
awesome.
challenges.
Yeah.
We're not stuck.
We're not stuck. But sometimes we come to ClearView. Sometimes we sit at a new construction home, a resale home. Sometimes we go to Starbucks, or we go to a
We work
local
at
place here.
Starbucks. Thank goodness for Starbucks.
Yeah, thank
Right.
goodness for anywhere they got Wi-Fi, you'll see
Yeah,
it.
Wi-Fi, we can work all day without getting kicked out.
Yeah. What about you, Eric? What does your day morning look like?
So we wake up, me and the boys wake up maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. We'll get a little workout in. They're in middle school. They play sports. So they need to stay healthy, stay in shape. And it's also good for their physical side because they're growing, and then for the mental stuff. We wake up.
Yeah.
We work out, get ready, go to school, and then once they're at school, then I'll come to work, or I'll go to the office, I'll go to the model home, I'll go do videos, do my follow-ups, open up my laptop, do my editing on my content, see what homes I'm going to go shoot video ads, what homes I'm going to schedule open houses for, clients if they want to go schedule showings, or if I get a random text like, hey, I want to go see this home at 2 o'clock, I'm ready on board.
Yes, sir.
Ready. And once, the day's never over. When you're real estate,
They never finish the day.
it's never over because our clients, sometimes their schedule is 9 to 5, and when they have time is after 5 o'clock, and they can reply back or sign the emails or sign the documents or have questions on the documents or go see homes, right? 6:30, 7 o'clock, and got to be available, right? And we love to do it. Sometimes it's the best time because we get to see the home, we get to see the neighborhood, right? At different times of the day. So we schedule that, go see that. The boys have practice, basketball practice, so we'll take them to practice. Or me and myself, I play basketball still in the men's league, so during balling.
So you still got your own games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for my piece.
Right.
I love basketball. I love the game, so I'm gonna keep playing until
So you can't no
So
more.
my knees are, which they're almost out of they're on their last cartilage. Yep.
All right.
You know, I'm blessed to have my wife on board also, where she works with me, so I get to see her throughout the day and talk to her throughout the day. Or it's not like I don't see her, I don't talk to her, so so it's all of that.
Nice.
So I get to see you guys, get to see mom a lot.
Yeah.
To see my nieces, my nephews, my godchildren all the time. Sometimes I work, they do video with us. They get the most likes and most comments. So we got to get them back on here.
Get the dogs too, right? So hold on, I'm a little confused. So you don't just like get up and then just wait for the calls to come in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be to buy a house," or "Hey, I need to sell a house." It doesn't happen that way. That's what I thought when I got into business. Like, well, you know what? I'm gonna sell a couple houses a month, and the rest of the time I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna have all this time in the world because I don't want to sell 100 houses. I just want to sell maybe 2 to 4 houses a month, and I'm just they're gonna come to me and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
It's not like that.
it's not like that. We got to go. We're independent contractors. We're all our own bosses. We're 1099s.
So we got to create our own sales. You got to go get your own buyers and your own sellers. How do you do that?
You generate. You gotta go find them.
You gotta
Just once a week, once a month. Allocate how much time you allocate.
every single day.
Every day's a work. Where have I heard that? Well, every day's a work day. Every day's a work day.
There's work.
do you have a poster?
So most everywhere. Every day's a work day.
Your emails.
The harder you are on yourself, the easier life is. Where have I heard that? I've heard that somewhere. So it's not okay. So when do you find time, for yourselves?
Oh well, when Chris runs in the morning, he's with the kids. At night, he has date night.
So family time, you have to schedule
We
that.
gotta schedule it. If not, it goes by.
And
So you gotta schedule the
Put in the
date
calendar.
nights. Put it in. We do have a calendar right there in our hallway, and it's got all
All your days.
all our days. We have a date night with the star on it, and that's what I like to do. Is I like to run, so I know I need to run. So it just kind of lets me clear out. I don't think about real estate, and I'm out doing what I do.
So if you wanted to take a vacation, say next week or in 3 weeks,
I'm probably gonna go run there too.
how do you schedule like that? How would you schedule your vacations for your family? Do you need to put in a permission slip or request? Or how does that work? So you're your own boss. You just take it whenever you want.
Gotta ask ourselves.
You just take it off.
Do
You
I
don't have to ask anybody.
Do I have enough escrows, enough business?
So you have to earn it.
Like earn this vacation.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then the good thing is when you're on vacation, you get this. That's when everyone
Right? That's what they say. They say they're a little vacation. If you go to the movies, what happens when you go to the movies?
My phone is ringing, buzzing.
Yeah, you go to the movies where you're supposed to turn your phone off, right? And then all of a sudden you get out of the movie and you look and you got what, 5 missed calls?
You're that guy.
Yeah, that happens. So if you want to get busy, go to the movies.
Get some popcorn.
So is it business behind the scenes, right? We're talking behind the scenes. So you're doing content, you're doing social media. On average, how many open houses do you sit on a weekly basis?
I think it differs on each person. I do personally, and for sure on the weekends, depending if I have showings, that's always priority. So I will do maybe 2. I'll do about 4 to 5 open houses.
4 to 5. So that's about 20 a month.
Correct.
All right, cool. That's a sweet spot. You want to do about 20 to 25.
Correct.
All right. And how many videos do you post on a daily basis?
I post probably 4, well, maybe 3 to 4 times a day.
Does that work? Does that give you any type of?
It does. It does generate. No, it's not all real estate. Okay, I don't want
Right.
to seem like I'm just trying to workaholic. So I post the family. I post the runs. I do eat healthy for the most part, and I do post my food and what I do on a daily basis. So
All right. Deal. So
What
there's
is
a
the
lot
day?
more stuff.
what does a day look like in Tom's world?
Oh my God. So for me, it's wake up at 5 in the morning. We're all in the 5s. Yeah. You know what? It wasn't easy for me in the beginning. I was more of a night owl. I would love to work at night, like till 2 in the morning, because it was super quiet.
Yeah.
But my day started later because I needed to get at least 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So my day started at 10. And real estate, when I found that out, the day started earlier. The calls started coming in at 8 o'clock. I was bombarded at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So I had to switch over to, if I didn't get my day in by 5 or 5:30 every morning and start work, I was always playing catch up.
Yeah.
So I start at 5. I have my coffee in the morning. I do a couple of systems in the morning. I'll do like an hour and a half worth of systems where I'm looking at contracts, I'm looking at emails, I'm looking at marketing numbers, I'm looking at sales performance numbers. Then after that, it's about 7:30. Then I'll head out to do all exercise. And my exercise entails my dogs. So they need the exercise as much as I need the exercise.
Yes, they do.
Because I have golden retrievers, and so one of them is he's an athlete. You know, he's a natural athlete. He's a swimmer. He's a runner. He's just all over the place.
It's Michael Phelps.
My Layla, she likes to sleep. She loves to eat. She loves her pillows, and she loves her little area where she sleeps. But I need to get her to walk. So I make her walk at least half a mile every single day. So we'll do 30 minutes in the morning, and we'll do 20 minutes at night.
Okay.
And she walks.
Split it up.
And when she's out for the night.
She enjoys that pillow.
So that's my morning, and then I'll head out to meetings. I know we start our meetings around 9 o'clock, 9:30 sometimes. Then we'll shoot our videos around 11 o'clock, and we're done about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So every day it's about the same thing. It's just like right now it's about 11:15. We'll be done here in a little bit. 1 o'clock, I eat my lunch. I eat my meal. I do the meal preps. So I really, really enjoy that. My stomach feels good. I feel good along with the exercise and the meals. And then after that, I'll do more emails, more follow-ups, more contact management. I'll go back to the systems, and I also the listing agent for a custom builder, which is Fortune Custom Homes.
Sure.
That takes quite a bit of my time, and I'll go with them and see what's going on with those contracts and those new bills. How are we doing with the designs? I'm in charge of the designs, the sketching, the contracts, everything up to until we break ground. Once we break ground, the builder takes over, and he's in charge of all that.
Yeah.
But I like to get involved with that as well. Kind of play behind the scenes of when the new homes are going up. And usually my day ends about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Head on home. Mom's waiting for us, waiting for me because we're empty nesters, and have our meal, our dinner, and then take our walk, and maybe hang out with some of our high school friends.
Nice.
We hang out with them every now and then, and call it a day at 8 o'clock.
It's a long day.
Yeah, I do 8 every day. I'm in bed by I'm usually a pumpkin by 9 o'clock, 9:30. I'm done. My phone automatically shuts off at 7 p.m. or it goes into sleep mode.
And the phone needs a break as well.
And then the cool thing here is I have an alarm. Go to bed. Most people have an alarm to wake up. I have an alarm to go to bed. So it tells me at 9:30 I got to be in bed. So I'm in bed by 9:30, 9:37, and
Pushing it.
yeah, because it's not, how you feel when you don't get a good night's sleep. That's typically Monday to Friday. Enjoy my weekends off. If a customer calls me and say, "Hey, I'm in town," or "I got to see this house," or you just come sell my house on a Saturday. If they can't do it during the week, then I'll make an exception. Go out Saturday. But that's very, very, very rare. But I'll do it. Yeah. Well, hey, we're on everybody else's schedule, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's behind the scenes. That's what we do. I wish I would have said I wish we were done earlier.
Well, we're here now. We enjoy what we do. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Make it a great day.
See ya.
Yeah.